Hello, hello. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Let me turn the volume up on my side so you all can hear me well. And y'all know me, I had to adjust my shirt. Sorry. Just bear with me. Bear with me. There we go. There we go. Listen, I hope y'all are doing great today. Happy Wednesday. Happy May. May 1, first day of May. I love May for many, many reasons. Number one, it's my birthday month. Let's go. My birthday is May 24th. Thank you in advance for the birthday wishes. My husband's birthday is also in May, and May is also our wedding anniversary month. So May just all around is always filled with the goodness. So I hope May brings you just as much joy as it does to me. And we're going to kick things off with our live stream series this month. We're going to shout out all my bag ladies. Where are my bag ladies at? Okay, we are talking about how to pack smart for your next work trip. Okay. And there are multiple reasons why I wanted to talk about this subject. One, I have a number of clients that travel for work, whether that is work meetings, retreats, offsites, conferences. It's spring, conference season is heavy right now. Speaking engagements, very big. You travel, right? And the vacation, you travel, right? Birthday trips, right? All the things. So when I'm working with my clients, I do the packing for them, at least virtually anyway. I create all the outfits and put them together so that they do not have to have the burden of wondering what to wear and how to pack things. And I'm actually going to give you a little bit of a demo into how that works for my clients. But I was actually chatting. I had one client she's traveling now on her trip. But she sent me a voice note yesterday and was like, I only had an hour to pack for a trip where she's going from personal to work, speaking engagement. She had an hour to pack. And she said, when I tell you, all I had to do was click the button and look at the outfits you had already created and pack my bags. And I was able to do that in an hour. I said, this is worth every single penny. And I said, that is why we do what we do. Okay. And so I've had other clients who also mentioned just the help and the ease that, being able to work with me brings to them when it comes to packing. I said, okay, let me share some of these nuggets with my good peoples out here in my communities. So that is a big impetus as well for why we're going into this topic. So quick backstory on me, if you are not aware. This is like first time you're chatting with me, or maybe you've joined a live stream before but you didn't know this. So I used to work in management consulting in the IT industry, and when I first started in my job, I was traveling every single week. This is something you might not know. So I was based in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, and I traveled to Ohio, Utah, Oklahoma. I was going to Air Force bases. Not glamorous. Let's tell you that. Okay. A little bit later, I started traveling to, New York and Philly and other locations. But I was living out of a suitcase week to week, Monday through Thursday, sometimes Monday through Friday, but typically Monday through Thursday, I was on the road. So I got very good at packing. And I got very good at just being organized in my outfits and my looks and what I was going to wear, and everything fit in a roller suitcase. Everything fit in a roller suitcase. Boop, boop. I never checked a bag. Like, what? But that was as part of the game because I was moving, touchdown, heading to the meeting, et cetera, et cetera. So I wanted to share with you some of the tips that I have used and that I share with my clients to help them release their bag lady syndrome, start packing smarter for their next work trip. Okay. So we're going to approach this in the three different areas that I look at when I'm thinking about packing. And that's weather, function, and comfort. Weather, function, comfort. Get these three and know what's happening in these three areas, and you most certainly will be able to pack better. All right. Oh, and I forgot, if you are joining this, definitely pop in the comments, say a hello. I'm going to do my best to also look on my phone so I can see what's happening in the chat or the comments on LinkedIn, because sometimes when I use StreamYard, I've shared this before, I can't see all the comments. So I'm going to check in periodically on LinkedIn if I can, to make sure I'm not missing any comments or questions that might be popping up. Okay. All right. So when you're packing, you want to think about the weather, function, and comfort. So I'm break all of these down quickly, and then we'll go a little bit deeper. So weather goes without saying, right? What is the temperature in the destination you are going to? All right. So you want to get your phone, just simply search the city you're going to and check out what the temperature is. The thing to be mindful of is you're going to check what the high is, and you're also going to check what the low is, right? So and this might be like, well, of course, Nana, duh. Sometimes people do not always think about this. When you're checking for the high, you know what that's going to be at a portion of the day, but you also need to know what the low is going to be, because that is going to help you figure out what kind of jacket or coat you need to pack. All right. And when it comes to temperatures, everybody's temperature range is different, right? Like if it is in the 60s, which is like it's spring right now, so that 60s areas is like a hot spot, right? I shouldn't say hot spot, but that's the common point of the temperatures, right? What does that look like for you for a jacket? Is that a trench coat? Is that a leather jacket? Is that a utility jacket? Are you just good with layering a blazer, right? Everybody's a little bit different. Okay. So you want to know what the weather is in the destination you're going so that you can be smart and pack things that are going to be easy for you when it comes to understanding and moving through the space and just moving around the city, right? And like I said, especially when you're thinking about that outerwear, because them low temperature drops, could be high up in them 70s, boop, 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 will drop to the 50s in the evening. And you don't want to be out there talking about, I only packed for 70-degree weather. Not smart. All right. Make sure you put some kind of jacket or overcoat in your situation. Okay. So you're always thinking about the weather. All right. That's number one. Two, you're thinking about function. Function is simply understanding what is happening on your itinerary. All right. What is going on each of the days that you will be on your trip. So what is the nature of the trip? Obviously, right? One, is it a conference? Is this a speaking engagement? Is this a work trip? Is this a retreat? What's happening? What's the nature of the trip? When I am about to pack for a trip, I clear my bed and I make space so that I can lay out my outfits, my clothes for each day. Let me tell you, this is like, if you're like, oh my God, I don't have time for that, you fitting to be a bag lady and you fitting to be stressed and throwing things together and getting to your destination unprepared. Take the time, get prepared, knock it out, lay it out so you can be stress-free when you get to your destination. You can focus on doing what you came there to do. All right. So I simply lay out my clothes for each day of the week, or each day that I will be at that destination, right? So that includes everything. And I think about all of the big and the small things, right? So obviously you want to know the number of days you're going to be, on your trip, right? And you just want to start identifying what you're going to be wearing each of those days, right? So that's just one piece of the function. The function bit is your itinerary, the number of days you're traveling. The second piece of that function area is I like to focus first on what's the most important day or what's the most important activity that I'm doing. So if it's a work trip and I know I have important meetings, right? Or you have important meetings, right? It's a work trip and there's going to be a day where you're meeting with a VIP client or the CEO of the company, or you have a board meeting a certain day, right? Or if you have a speaking engagement, whatever it is, there's going to be a day or two typically within your work trip that has more significance because you have an important activity or important event to take care of, right? So you want to identify that. I start with picking the outfit for that because that's the one most important thing. And I know I want to feel and look at my best. All right. So I would start there to create your first look. When you create that look and you set out that dress, that suit, the blouse and the skirt, whatever it might be, you set that outfit out, and you also set out the shoes that are associated with that look. Okay. So I focus in on the clothes and the shoe. All right. The reason why I start there and definitely identifying what I want to wear for the most important event and what the shoe is because you are going to make sure that the other things you select go with that shoe. Okay. Right. One big space, and this transitions into that third piece around comfort. All right. We're going to spend a good bit of our time going between function and comfort here in this talk. But that one big piece around your shoes and comfort is making sure you aren't packing a bazillion shoes because you're like, well, I'm not sure which one goes with which and which one goes with the other. No, boo, you got to get sure and you got to make decisions and you got to edit and cut some things out. All right. So once you know what you're going to wear for that important event and you have that shoe identified, that's the shoe that the other outfits need to go with. All right. In many cases, for many women, you might choose that, there's gonna be a great pump that you're gonna wear, a great heel you're gonna wear with that outfit, right? And that heel is up to you. Might be that fly stiletto, might be a great block heel, cute wedge, whatever kind of thing it is. It's typically some kind of heel. All right. Now, you're going to say, all right, I know what other things go well with that shoe. All right. Big thing. All right. Then you're going to give yourself two other shoes that you're going to pack. One of those other shoes is going to be something you're going to be wearing when you travel. So typically, I would encourage you to pack three shoes. You're going to have the heel, a flat, and a sneaker. Heel, flat, and a sneaker. Okay. If you get your heel, flat, and sneaker, this is going to be versatile for you. You're going to make sure that heel is great for that main event and that it works with the other pieces that you've got going on too. Then you've got your flat there. All right. And the flat is there for comfort. And for you, depending on what's up with you, like some women are like, yes, I got to have my flats because, again, comfort. Or for you, a flat might just look like a lower heel, maybe instead of the stiletto, you're like, oh, I've just got my 1-inch block wedge heel, block heel or wedge heel. That's what works with me. Amazing, right? But you're going to pick a comfortable shoe that you could easily switch out and wear with any of the other outfits and looks for the other days. Okay. And then lastly, you've got your sneaker, right? I encourage you to have a sneaker that's just like dope, fresh, could be all white, could have funky colors to it. This is about you, your personality, what works well with you. But you have that sneaker, you travel in that sneaker, and you're able to also wear that sneaker casually at the event, casually after work, all the way in between. Okay. So you've got your heel, you've got your flat or a comfortable shoe, and then you've got a sneaker. All right. You want to start there. All right. Now, the other things you are thinking and considering as you're laying out on the bed, your outfits, right, is obviously like, function things in terms of the number of days, right? This might be a weekend trip. This might be a 5-day trip, right? Those are typically like the big time frames, right? Like typically for work, you probably might be going someplace and you're going to be there, Monday through Thursday, or it might be a quick one and it's maybe just a 2-day trip, might even just be an overnight situation, right? But usually it's probably somewhere between like 2 to 4, 2 to 5 days, right? So you want to know what's on your itinerary, right? This is where function comes back into play. You want to understand what's happening on the list so you can adequately pack for each of the different things. So oftentimes work trips, right? During the day, you are likely like in the office and you've got the meetings, right? Or if it's a conference, right? You're going from room to room, seminar to seminar, workshop to workshop, right? So you want to make sure that you are wearing shoes that are comfortable because you're probably doing a bunch of walking, right? Especially if it's a conference. If it's a conference, hands down, you're going to be walking around a lot. So I would encourage you to make sure you got that comfortable shoe, that comfortable heel that you can slay in, but your feet will not be yelling at you later. All right. You want to make sure you have a comfortable shoe that that you can wear during the day, right? Or if it's more of a office vibe and it's more meetings, typically you're probably just walking from the hotel to the venue, and it's an easy commute. Or you're taking an Uber, you walk, boom, you get in, you're in the class, or you're in the room, and that's pretty much it. So you can determine in terms of shoes what's most comfortable for you and walking in either of those scenarios. But that's pretty much what you're doing during the day. Then there's always the evening, right? In the evening is when things switch up. You're going to have dinner with your colleagues, right? You're going to have dinner with your work colleagues. What are you going to wear for the dinner, right? There might be, if you're doing a conference, there's sometimes different themed events and things happening in the evenings. Okay. I had one client who went to a women's leadership retreat, and they did this whole Beyonce, Cowboy Carter inspired like dinner cocktail situation, right? People be coming through with themes and things. You want to know what's on this schedule and what has been identified. So the change up that happens for the evening, you got to pull the phone out, pull the list out, put the link out, and know what's happening. Too many times folks don't look at all the details of what's happening for a conference, for a work trip, and they miss something because they just didn't take the time to look at the details because you're just moving around too quickly. And so you miss something that you were supposed to prepare yourself for. You're setting aside time to pack, prepare your outfits. You're going to go through and know what you need. All right. So want to make sure that you're organized and know exactly how many looks you need, especially per day. All right. So going back and understanding what you're actually going to be packing. Okay. And also too, if this is helpful or if a gem gets popped in that's helpful for you, definitely pop that in the comments and let me know what is helpful or what kind of aha moments you're having. Okay. So you've got your itinerary, you're laying things out on the bed, and you've identified the look that's most important, and you've put that together, and you've got that shoe, right? Then you're starting to piece together what your other looks are. Right now, it's spring, okay? And in many locations that you might be going to, the weather is probably on the warmer side. Now, listen, if you're going into cooler months, we're not going to chat about that right now because this is a different scenario. We're going to work with the weather right now, okay? So the springtime, the weather's in your favor because you want to be focused on clothes with lightweight fabrics, all right? Lightweight fabrics, things like cottons, linens, things that are lightweight fabrics might be cotton poly blends. These pack well, all right? They roll well, all right? They pack easily. They're also great for layering, Okay, so these are great things that you can layer under a blazer, under a jacket, right? So you want to tap into your lightweight materials. They will pack easily and create more room for you as well. So when you're going through, you are in your closet and you are shying away from all the thick knits and the chunky sweaters, etc. Right? You're going to be looking at things that are a lightweight material because it allows you to layer. All right. So as you are looking at the other outfits that you're thinking about wearing, I would encourage you to go for things that are one and done when you're packing. You want ease. You want ease when you are traveling and be able to put things on that you know work well for you. So in this space, one, I have to say this. When you're packing for your trip, like y'all know me, okay? If you don't, and if you don't, welcome, you about to know. But you have to be clear about what your style is. Like that's just at the base. Like if you aren't clear what your style is, you're always going to struggle. You always fit to be the bag lady because you don't know what kind of style you have. You don't know what looks best on your body. You are so uncertain and unclear about this information. So when you're trying to pack and select things out of your wardrobe, you're like, nothing works, nothing works, nothing works. You got to get that foundation set. Like, it don't matter what I tell you, you're still going to struggle if your style's not clear and you're not clear around how to dress for your body, what colors look great. It's not going to work. Okay. I'm just going to keep it real. Give it a buck. Okay. So you need to get that foundation set. All right. But once you have that set and you have pieces in your closet that work for you, that's when packing becomes easy, or easier. So you are then going to select the pieces in your wardrobe that are the one and dones. I love a one and done. Those are your dresses. Okay. A dress is one time, put it on, it's done. We love a dress. Okay. You can take a dress, you can wear it with a heel, you can wear it with a sneaker, you can wear it with a flat. You can do so many things with a great dress. All right. And what's great about it is it's one piece, right? When you are working with more separates like a top and a shirt and a blazer, etc., right? Takes up more room in your suitcase. So you don't want to have every single outfit that you're putting together being separates. Every single look should not be separates. You want to have some key one and dones. Just boom, I have that dress. That's the piece of clothing. That's going to save you space in your packing. All right. So you're going to get that great dress. It might also look for you like a great jumpsuit. That's also another alternative. A great jumpsuit is a great travel piece. It's a great casual piece, right? Depending on how you rock it, it can be a great business casual piece because depending on the nature of the trip that you have, again, whether it's a conference, and whether it's a work retreat versus a board meeting, right? You understand the nature of the event that you have, the nature of the audience, nature of your colleagues, and what the guidelines are around dress, whether it's super business formal or more business casual, right? So you're going to have that discernment to understand the difference between the two. Okay. So you might have a really great moment to do a one and done with a jumpsuit, right? And that again could be something you travel in. That's one piece. You throw it with some sneakers, boom, boom, bop, you're out. That could also be a great piece that after the day of meetings and it's time to just go for a casual dinner, boom, you throw your jumpsuit on, you're out. Okay. Same thing with a dress. All right. Same thing with a dress. Great piece for work casual, work formal, works in either situation. Another thing that to me is a one and done, but it is two pieces. And it's a one and done because it's very easy. All right. And these are matching sets. Matching sets. I'm wearing a matching set right now. Okay. Matching sets. Listen, again, when you are traveling, keep it simple for yourself. All right. Especially if when you think about packing, you start breaking out in hives and sweats, and it just makes you feel anxious. Keep it simple. Go for things that you can easily put on the clothes and you know that it works. You know that it fits. Okay. One and done's. All right. A matching set is another thing that's an easy one and done. You just put the outfit on. You put the top on, the matching pant, boom, boom, bop. Then you have to just throw on your shoe and some jewelry, right? And then accessorize to complete the look because you're always doing the cab. Your clothing, your accessories, and the beauty, right? If you don't know the cab, that is something I talk about all the time. Clothing, accessories, and beauty, 3 pieces to make sure that your look is put together fiercely, all right? So you want to be looking at a matching set. A matching set is great. Same thing. You could travel in a matching set. You could go to the work meeting in a matching set. Like you best believe if I was still working in corporate and I had to go to a work event or if I was going to a conference, I would absolutely wear this top and these matching pants that I have. Like I'm put together with so much ease and very little effort. It's already coordinated for me. So for you, matching sets can definitely look like a sweatpants set, right? And that's something that you would travel in, right? Because it's very casual. And that might be like the easy space that you first go to, but allow yourself to think about matching sets in the space of what you would actually wear to work. And that would be great for a conference or a work meeting. Okay. So that's just, again, anything that's a top. It could be a shirt, collared shirt. It could be a blouse. This is obviously just a long sleeve. This is just a long sleeve like tee, but it's just like more of a silk polyester blend. It's just very lightweight and easy. I got this at Macy's a very long time ago. It's DKNY. Um, but that's it. Like, so lean into a set, right? And when you're looking at your sets, this is when, your personal style comes into play, right? Me, I love colors and prints. So for me, wearing this together head to toe, love it, right? For you, maybe it's a bit much. Maybe you just need to go with more of a solid color, right? Maybe you're in a great neutral space. You're going to go with some yummy browns, or maybe you're like, you know what, I want a little splash of color, so I'll go with a lilac, or I'm going to go with, a fuchsia, a peach, whatever. You're going to understand the colors that work best for you so that you can pair that together with ease. Because again, you're going to make sure that that set that you select goes with your shoes. Okay, goes with your shoes, right? So that's why it's always key to get the most important outfit done and down, because that's the one you're like, okay, yes, I want to crush it in this look. These are the shoes I wear. I feel super confident in them. Like they're comfortable. I just like crush it every time. Hopefully they're comfortable, right? And you've got that down. Then you're selecting and thinking about, oh, okay, well, what kind of matching set that I have that's going to go with the shoe, right? Like you want things to easily be able to coordinate with each other. All right. Same thing when picking out that dress. Does that dress go with that shoe? You're not just randomly picking the piece without making sure that it goes with the shoes you select. And that's why it's so important to lay things out. Lay your clothes out on your bed, have your shoes on the floor, right? Or if you want to like lay your shoe on your clothes so you can easily see everything, visually laying everything out just helps create a very clear idea of what every outfit looks like. It's such a simple hack. Sometimes you just try to do it all in your head, or you've got your suitcase out and you're just like, okay, I can wear this and wear this and wear this together for that outfit. And then I can wear this and this one together. And you're just pulling out outfit by outfit and you're like, okay, yeah, this is enough. I've got like a couple shirts and this is good. This works. Lay it out. Okay. You're going to lay it out. All right. Um, another big, so we talked about the one and dones, right? You're going to make sure you include your one and done pieces in the mix. So that is definitely going to be, that dress is an easy go-to. A matching set is an easy go-to, right? The other thing that you will be keeping in mind is selecting things that you can easily dress up and dress down, that you can dress up and dress down. This is super important because, again, typically on these work trips, like you handle the work during the day. Like if it's a general work trip, right, tends to be business casual, right? This tends to not be a super formal. I won't say that. In some cases, you might have a work trip and it's business casual, because you could definitely have a work trip and it's very business formal if you're going to meet with clients or board meetings, etc. Right? But in instances where you have a work trip, and the vibe is business casual, right? If that's the vibe of the dress for the entire trip, great. You can stay within that the whole time. In other cases, you might have more business formal during the day, right? Like those important client meetings, board meetings, etc. Right? Maybe you're pitching a new client if you're your own entrepreneur, right? And so you might do something that's more business formal for those meetings during the day. Then in the evening, things always tend to get more casual in the evening, especially with like work colleagues, right? And you're like, oh, we're just having dinner in the evening. I want to be more relaxed and dressed down, right? So you're always selecting pieces that you know you could wear a heel and it's great and it's elevated the look. And then if I want to put it with a sneaker or a flat, I can dress it down. This is why I love a set, because a set allows you to do that. A set allows you to put a heel on, dressed up, take that shoe off, put on a sneaker, put on a flat, you're dressed down. Okay. The other thing to think about when you're like, okay, trying to get pieces of like dressing up and dressing down is simply what's the item I'm going to change? Okay. What's the one thing that I'm going to change? So if you're going through your itinerary and you know, oh, we're doing dinner, we're doing a team dinner on this one day, right? When you are transitioning from your different outfits, especially from the day to the evening, it doesn't mean I have to pack a whole new outfit every single time. That's not what that means. Like, you want to get into the habit of simply changing out one piece of what you wore during the day, especially if you're trying to maximize your suitcase and your packing and not be bag lady and have 11 things. Okay. Like, I'm fitting to swap out one thing. I don't need to go back to my room and make a whole change of a whole outfit, right? Especially if you're not going from like super business formal to super casual, right? So you might have on that a great blouse and a suit, right? But you're going to dress it down. So you're going to swap something out. So you're going to put some jeans on. All right. You're going to put a great pair of jeans on. You're going to do a boot cut. You're going to do a wide leg, right? You might even, maybe you're doing a crop style if that what works for you. You're going to put on a great pair of jeans and you're going to keep on the blouse. And you're set, and you head to dinner and you're good, right? And then you can wear your jacket, or if you want to keep the blazer you had on as a layer, you can, and then you're just going to take it off when you're having your meal, right? But jeans are so simple and a definite must when you're doing your work trip travels and you want to dress things down. All right. It's an easy way. And again, it's an easy switch out, so you don't have to change your whole entire look. Okay. So you want to definitely make sure you include some jeans in the mix. All right. So, you've got your most important outfit set. You've got that great dress. You've got your two-piece matching set in the mix. All right. And then you've got your jeans. All right. So The other thing to give thought to is I'm checking my notes here too. Okay. So the other thing that you want to give thought to when you are mixing and matching and figuring out like what looks that I have and how things are going together are around your colors. All right. And I'm going to try to keep this one as simple as possible. But when you are creating your outfits, and sometimes folks struggle, like, well, I don't know what goes with what, and if this shoe goes with this one, and this piece, and this thing, and this other thing, right? One way that's super simple to like kind of keep things together is you work with solid colors. Okay. If you're putting your outfits together and you're working with things in solid colors, it's going to create some ease. All right. Especially when it comes to separates, right? If you're doing a solid color top, you're doing a solid color pant, you're doing a solid color blazer, right? Like the solid colors, especially when it comes to layering, can make it very easy for you to mix and match your pieces so that you can wear a solid color blouse on Monday with a pant, and you know that if you are trying to maximize your wardrobe and you're like, oh, I have to wear something again in the evening for another event, I can take that same pair of pants and wear it with a different blouse. All right. Like when you are working with solid colors, it can allow you to be a little bit more versatile in terms of mixing and matching things. And especially too, when you're thinking about those solid colors, you are including some neutral colors in the scheme. So you've got your whites, you've got your ivories, right? Like those are the best spaces that I play with so that you can easily take something and pair it with something else. So you've got a great go-to white shirt or cream blouse, and you can wear that again during the day for a meeting and easily pop that on with a pair of jeans and a heel if you want to dress it up just a tad, or flats if you're keeping it casual, right? But getting and having, you want to have at least one solid color neutral top in the mix. That's easily going to allow you the versatility to mix and match if you're really wanting to stretch out your outfits. Because here's the other thing, like depending how long you're traveling and what you're doing, you might need to rewear some things, okay? Or you might need to have something washed at your hotel so that you can wear it again, right? Like that is okay. You know, if you're traveling back to back to back from city to city, like sis, there's no reason for you to feel like you have to have 12 completely different outfits. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You're going to make sure that your pieces can easily be swapped out with each other, and you're going to leverage the services of getting something dry cleaned through your hotel. Okay. And so that you can rewear it. All right. So allow yourself to know that these are the things I'm going to get washed and I'm going to wear again. All right. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. Those are the simple tweaks and hacks that allow you to swap things out. All right. Same thing when it comes to like jeans. Jeans are great. Like you can wear your jeans multiple times before you wash them. You should. You know, the more you wash the jeans, the more it takes out the elasticity and the color fit. I've had this happen to jeans, okay? And they are not fitting as great as they used to, right? So you don't want to wash your jeans after every single wear. So that's why jeans are a great one to pack, because you can wear that jean with that outfit on Monday. And let me tell you, honey, if you're trying to be efficient with it, pop that thing on again on Thursday or Friday and be like, last day of the conference, peace out. It is all to the good. You know, another great hack in that department is definitely taking that same travel outfit that you wore on the first day, and that's the same thing you travel in on the last day. Okay, like let's get efficient with it. You don't have to have a brand new outfit for the last day. Travel in the same outfit. Keep it casual. Keep it comfortable. All right. I don't know about y'all, but when I'm traveling, It's got to be a sneaker or I really prefer a slide. A slide is my favorite thing to travel in when it comes to shoes, because you throw them off, throw them on, super easy. Okay. So I'm just going to check on LinkedIn to make sure I didn't miss any other comments. Okay, I think I'm good. Hopefully. I don't know if this is working. Hopefully I got it. Saying nothing. Okay. So hopefully we're all good. If I missed your comment, I'm sorry. Just send me a DM, or actually afterwards when I check everything, I will be able to see what some of the comments are that are coming through. Okay. So definitely when you're thinking about, your packing, like to me, the absolute gold is laying out each of these outfits. Then the other piece is making sure that you have things that can layer with each other and that can easily be mixed and matched and swapped out. When you have those neutrals and especially mixing with solid colors, that allows you to easily take that white shirt or that cream blouse and wear it with a trouser, and also take it and wear it with jeans, right? You can easily manipulate it or add a layer to it because it's in a great solid color. It's a neutral. You can easily do that. Okay. The last piece that you're going to think about is your accessories, right? Is your jewelry. You don't want to leave this space out. You want to know and have your go-to pieces that you can travel and wear and rock with every single outfit, right? I love gold pieces. I think gold is just the metal that just adds a little luxury, adds sophistication to a look, and just takes and elevates anything from casual to a little bit more chic. Okay. So have your great go-to gold hoops, have your great go-to gold necklace. I love a layered necklace or a statement gold necklace piece like the one I'm wearing right now. Have that go-to situation. Highly encourage you to have, a go-to bracelet or ring, right? That's another accessory that you've got in the mix. Make sure you have, in terms of all the different ways that you can pack, the actual tools, right? Like your suitcase, packing cubes, an actual container for your jewelry. Listen, y'all, go to Amazon and say jewelry packing case, and you will see a plethora of options. But if you are taking your jewelry and putting them in a Ziploc bag, sis, it is time to upgrade the situation. All right. You need to go on Amazon and get yourself a little $10 jewelry organizer. Okay. And put your things up in there. All right. So put your jewelry, organize that. Organize your undergarments, into their own packing cubes. And if you're like packing cubes, Nana, what are those? Again, another great tool that you can get on Amazon. And in fact, you can get this at Marshall's, you can get this at Target. These are just basically they're zipper bags, and they come in multiple sizes, and they're packing cubes. And so this is a great way for you to keep your pieces organized and if you really are this is really helping me get organized because I've laid everything out on the bed, and you want to make sure it stays that way, you can just roll everything up and put it in your packing cubes. I do tend to roll my clothes because it does create a little bit more space for me. And so I put everything into the packing cubes, and that allows me to just have my stuff set. And so when I have my next look, I just take my thing out, unroll it, boop, boop, bop, ready to go. Okay. And I love the packing cubes because they come in different sizes. And so when you have your undergarments, you can have in a certain packing cube, you can have, you're just casual lounge pants or whatever you're traveling in can be in a packing cube, right? And then you can have your different outfits for your trip laid out in your packing cube. Or if you like to pack all of your blouses together and your pants in another, whatever works for you. But the packing cubes are a great way to keep yourself organized and together. There's another great little packing bag too that you can find on Amazon as well. And that's just to put your laundry in, right? So things that get soiled, you can throw into that bag so that can be separate from, the clothes that are still fresh that you are going to be wearing, right? So again, packing, just getting organized is like such a low key, easy hack to think about when you are packing. Don't rush it and actually give yourself some time to lay some things out for yourself. All right. And then really giving yourself that three shoe space to really say, I'm going to select a shoe that's most versatile, that allows me to wear multiple outfits. Because shoes, the reason why I give so emphasis here, because shoes take up a lot of space. All right. Shoes, they take up a lot of space. So if you're rocking with three shoes, especially when one of them you're wearing, that means you're packing two, right? You're only packing two shoes. That's huge. All right. Then you have more space for your clothes and your jewelry, your toiletries, etc. Right? So definitely hit Amazon. And if this is a time for you to invest in those packing cubes or a travel case for your jewelry, do that now. Other big thing, check your roller case, check your luggage, okay? What's the quality of your luggage? You might need to upgrade, all right? Like, there are so many great brands. You've got Away, you've got classic brands like Samsonite. Like, there are so many brands of great luggage out there. Check in and get one, right? Especially sometimes they have some now that just have a little bit more room in them or have dividers. In some cases, you might have some suitcases that have like a little clip on the inside if you're doing a lot of suits, and this is for my ladies. This might also be for my men, right? And you've got a lot of suits that you're packing. So you want to maintain them like hung within your suitcase, right? So if you're doing that, you can hang your suit inside the suitcase on a hook, and then it just folds over, right? So you want to look for these little details, because this is what is going to create that ease for you. All right. Okay. So lastly, before we get up out of here, I am going to share with you a little walkthrough of how I help my clients pack. Okay, let's share this. Share. Okay, let me make sure that's sharing. Aha, perfection. Okay. So as an example, I think at the top of this, I was telling you all about a client that I have who's traveling right now, celebrating her 50th birthday. And she is going from Canada with family celebrating, and then she's doing a conference in Toronto, and then she is coming to Arizona for a conference that she's going to be speaking at. And in fact, she's speaking at both conferences. And this is happening across a week. Yes. Okay. So, right, a lot's happening, right? So I'm going to show you a couple of the tips and things that, this is one of the great spaces that I love helping my clients and just taking the frustration and the worry away from them and bringing them ease when it comes to packing for their different trips and things for work and for personal. So, of course, we talked about the weather, right? It's going to Toronto, Canada. It's going to be in the upper 50s, lows in the 40s. And during these first few days, she is going to be celebrating her birthday with the fam. So you can see here, we've got each day mapped out. All right. And the first day of travel, keeping it super chill and comfortable with some sneakers, jeans, and a sweatshirt. Okay. And then you can see here how we've got this coat. This trench coat is going to be the same one that she is wearing throughout her time in Canada, because the low is in the 40s and up is, and the high is in the 50s. Okay. She need a coat. It's fitting to be cold. Okay. So we're making sure that that coat that is selected is a coat that goes with each outfit. Same thing with that handbag. That handbag goes with every single look. All right. And then because this is, for her, this is a casual trip, right? And so we're keeping it with the sneakers for this trip. During this whole trip, she's going to be rocking her sneakers the whole time. Other thing about those sneakers, like, make sure your sneakers are fresh, y'all. Things got to be in great quality, okay? Like, these are not the sneakers that you pull out to just go, in the backyard. Like, no. You're going to wear your crispy joints that are fly, okay? And so we have here, because she's going to be gone for like a week plus, we added 2 jeans in here. So she has a little bit more versatility. And then we added a fun leather legging, because she might be doing like a fun birthday dinner and wants to have the versatility to dress up or dress down with her look. Okay, so we've given a couple of options there for her with this same pant, you can see, and just simply swapping out the top. So she also has packed a pair of booties, which is a great heel for her. All right, at a great heel height. And this is a heel that she can dress up if she wants to go to birthday dinner and be a little bit more elevated chic, or if she wants to keep it casual, she can just do some sneakers and wear a sweatshirt with it. Okay. So again, looking at the shoe game. Right now, I'm only showing you 2 of the shoes that we have packed for her for this trip, right? And then playing around with different separates that are interchangeable, because she has jeans and she has a black legging as a pant. It's easy to swap out shirts. And we've got some great solid color sweater, sweatshirt for ease. And then we got a little fun in there with that print sweatshirt. Okay. Now we're transitioning into her conference time. Okay. She has already spent time hanging out with the fam, celebrating her birthday. Now it's time for her to be about her biz. As you can see, we are still leveraging pieces from the time that she was spending with family. She's simply going to get those things washed. There's no reason to then pack a whole new thing for the Toronto time, right? She's going to get those things washed and she's going to wear them. Because again, also too, these folk ain't seen her. Right? She spent her time with her fam. Now it's time to go to the conference. Okay. Nobody's seen her in those clothes. All right. So this is a mix of a personal and professional trip, but that's also a thing for you there to think about, right? It doesn't have to always be brand spanking new. Leverage what you've got. So we're going with a dope suit for her with this speaking engagement here. And we're going to do a pop with that black and white ankle booty. Okay. That black and white ankle booty is the heel of choice. All right. So we're going with some solids and letting that print pop. You can also see how we are leveraging jewelry pieces. All right. We are leveraging the same bold necklace to rock throughout, same button earrings to rock throughout. Okay. So then for a more casual vibe, because it is a conference, so you're going to be doing a lot of walking and moving about. After she crushes it on stage in her suit, she's just going to keep it chill. Same sweater she was wearing with the personal time. We're going to rock it with a different jean, right? Boom, pop it with the heels. All right. Then she's had the same sweater, right? Here's the same sweater. Up top here, we had a different look. Now she's rocking it with different jeans. She's rocking it with different pants, same sweater, hitting the sneakers. 3 days at the conference. Easy peasy. Then she is hightailing it back to the US and going to Arizona. Talk about a weather switch up. The low is the low for Arizona is the high that it was in Canada, okay, in Toronto. So she is moving from 50-degree temperatures to 80-degree temperatures, right? And even in a day, that's a big jump from highs in the 80s to lows in the 50s. So we want to make sure that she has what she needs. So I actually gave her 2 different options for her speaking engagement. One was something a little bit more dressed down. And I shouldn't say dressed down. This is actually like a bit funky chic, right? Doing a great red suit, but then pairing it with some sneakers. Or we get more of some separates in doing a monochromatic tone with the blue wide leg pant and the bodysuit, and then giving her a splash of color on the top. Okay. And then we threw in these slides. Now, notice here how I did pack another shoe for her, right? Because up here she was doing the ankle booty. But because that temperature that temperature increase is so much to the 80s, sis, the 80-degree weather, the ankle booty was going to be a little too warm for her. So we're giving her a slide here. And because it's a slide and it's a kitten heel, it's going to pack well. All right. It's not going to take up a whole lot of space. So we love that. So she's doing that here to speak, and she clicked the heart to let me know that she preferred speaker option number 2. So this is what she's going to pack for her trip, and she's not going to pack this one, right? And so she's got this, and then boom, she's going to take that same shoe, and in this case, she is just going to we talked about this, but she's just going to take the bodysuit and swap out her bodysuit instead and do that and rock her her black not black, her blue slides. And you can see here she is repurposing that orange blazer that she wore for the speaking engagement in Toronto. Okay, she's repurposing that to wear with this skirt outfit. All right. So you can see here, traveling through multiple cities, keeping it to those 3 shoes. She has her white sneaker. She has her comfortable printed ankle booty. And then she has a great slide, all because of the weather, all because of the comfort, right? We nailed in, most importantly, the look that she wanted to wear for her speaking engagement. This is the look that she said she really loved. So I was like, all right, we need to make sure we create another look that is going to capitalize on using those shoes that are blue, that's going to be complementary color-wise in that blue family. All right. Then it was like, okay, well, what else do you have that we've already packed that we could rock with it? Awesome. Let's leverage some of the other layers that we've added to the mix and put those in here. Oops. All right. So let's layer in some of those other pieces. All right. And then you already know we are doing some great solid color pieces because they can easily layer in with each other. They can easily layer in with the jeans, with the leather leggings, with a skirt. We love to play around with the mixing and matching. And we love the fact that she is able to wear things in multiple ways throughout the trip. Okay. So wanted to give you a little peek behind the lens. All right. Pull the curtain back, as they say, around how, I pack for my clients and really help them be prepared with what they need for their work trips. All right. So listen, I hope that this live was helpful for you. Definitely pop in the comments. Let me know what tips you are going to be using to bring you some more ease when you are packing for your next work trip. And I want you all to have a fabulous rest of the day, and I will catch you next Wednesday. All right, peace.